Good evening, RedHawk fans, and welcome to Goshen High School RedHawk basketball. John, it's basketball season. Where have we been?
We've disappeared for a bit, but we are back. It's nice not to be outside tonight on top of that press box, I'll tell you that much.
We're thrilled to bring you tonight's game as the Northwood Panthers are in town to battle your Goshen High School RedHawks. I'm John Everingham, joined tonight by my good buddy and sidekick Jonathan Short. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Goshen High School GTV RedHawk Network. It seems like it's been a little while since we've been covering the football season. That was a lot of fun. We had certainly some highlights throughout the football season, and we'll kind of get to some of the highlights for the basketball season that has been many, right?
Yeah, it's been a great start for the Goshen RedHawks, 11-1, and I'm sure we'll touch on that, but it's great to be back, and it's great to be inside the gym and getting some Hoosier basketball.
That's right. We had good weather too during the football season. They put us on top of the press box, and but tonight it feels good inside the gymnasium here at Goshen High School, and we got the Northwood Panthers in town. We'll get to some of the matchups that are going on tonight. Very intriguing matchup tonight against the Northwood Panthers. But one of the reasons why we kind of do what we do here with the broadcast is to talk about some of the highlights that are going on within the school district. And so spent a little bit of time today talking to different leaders throughout the school district. And it's really amazing to me how many good things are going on here at Goshen. So I think we'll just kind of go through some of those things. I talked to athletic director Jim Pickert, who mentioned some things that are upcoming for athletics. Obviously, where it starts in terms of highlights is the boys basketball season, who started the season 10-0. They're now 11-1. Levi, we'll talk about this a little later too, but Levi Swatsky, eclipsing the 1,000-point mark.
Just this past Tuesday.
Coach Pickert mentioned that is obviously a huge highlight, but the wrestling tournament that is tomorrow. I don't know if you've ever seen these wrestling tournaments.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to some of those?
I have. I even was for the girls, I was at sectionals this year just a few weeks back.
Nice.
I think they're in semi-state this week.
Yep, and so we may not get the sectional, regional, semi-state, state correct, but we did, Mr. Pickert mentioned that last year there were only 5 female wrestlers in the program.
Oh, no kid, in total.
Yep. And this year he mentioned 4 of them will be going to the regional, the semi-state qualifier, and so that's a pretty great stat when you look at females being involved in the wrestling. So how did that wrestling tournament go? It
was great. It was super fun. The Goshen wrestlers did great. I think they advanced. I don't remember the number, but either 9-10-ish onto the regional, so it was fun to watch. But it was great to see all the interest in Goshen wrestling.
The swimming and wrestling programs are heading to the postseason play. Pickert mentioned that. And also the Goshen girls basketball program will be hosting the sectional right here, and that's coming up really soon. I think in just a couple weeks here. So if you're interested in coming out, checking out postseason play with the girls basketball program, we'll host that right here at Goshen High School. That'll be exciting.
Yep. It'll be a great few weeks here as fall sports not wrap up, but get to the fun part of the season.
Yeah, start to wrap up here. We do have the JV game going on. We may mention a few things here and there about the JV.
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left, John, in the fourth quarter. It's 49-43 Northwood right now in that JV battle.
Is it too soon to mention the amount of points that are being scored in the JV game? May not be what they are in the varsity game, but we'll get to some of that stuff.
I can't wait to talk strategy.
49-43 with about 4 minutes to go. We'll keep you updated on that JV game. Let's move on to some other things here. I talked to the principal of the alternative school.
All right.
Josh Duell.
Yeah.
He was mentioning some things that he wanted me to say on the broadcast about him. Of course, awesome things, and I was like, I don't know about that, but Josh does an incredible job, Mr. Duell. Incredible job with our alternative program where students can do either in-person or virtual options for their educational choice. And so right now, I think he told me there's about 400 students that are participating in that alternative school. So it really is amazing that the school has supported that to a really high level. But some of the highlights for the GAP program, which is located at Chandler, the old Chandler Elementary building. We do serve students from 3 different schools. So we have some students from Fairfield and Northridge, along with a large number of Goshen students. This is the largest number they've had in the program used to be called Merit, but the largest number they've had in terms of students in over 20 years, really since the inception of the alternative program. But I think what you're finding is that some parents are kind of choosing that a little different learning environment is good for their kids, and more you're seeing the alternative programs across the state become more and more popular. And we'll get to this a little bit, but in combination with our half-day CTE programs, it's a really good option for students to.
Well, you had even mentioned off camera one time that this could be this will be growing, maybe part of the future versus that more traditional classroom work.
Yeah, it's a discussion that really could take quite some time, but the state's supporting it via funding, you know, and so it's becoming more popular, I think. With parents and communities, and certainly our community, and then the state is supporting that with additional funding on top of the ADM money. So 45 students, John, 45 students have graduated this year already at the alternative
semester,
program. Yes, at semester break, 45 students. Last year was an all-time high of 185 students. That graduated over there at GAP. So certainly the popularity of that program is growing, and that's a credit to the teachers, the culture, and obviously Josh Duell, who runs that program over there. So it's a really cool environment over there. It's a different learning environment where students kind of come and go, maybe a little more than they would in a normal school setting where there's hallways and bells and going to period 1 through 7. It's a little different. So if you're out there listening and looking for a little different educational environment for your child, come talk to us. We're over at the Chandler building. And
the Duell families have been, Josh and his family, everyone's been involved, it feels like, in making the Goshen Community School system better.
That's exactly right. Dr. Duell I was talking to him just yesterday about his career, and he was the principal at Whiteman.
No kidding.
Yeah, like maybe 45 years ago or something like that. And if anybody knows Dr. Duell, they probably chuckled just like you did. He is quite a character, but he is totally committed to education and still is tutoring at the GAP program. So it's great to see him about every other day. And obviously Josh Duell and Carrie Duell is a brand new principal at I want to say Riverdale, but I don't think it's Riverdale. I can't. Oh, boy.
Not Riverview. What's the new one out there?
No, it's not the new one either, but it's the
one.
It's
West Goshen?
West Goshen, yeah. It's right there. She was an instructional leader there and is now the principal. So she was a principal at Oxbow and for Concord for a couple of years, and then back to Goshen. We're happy to have her back. I also talked to Jim Du Bois, our superintendent, assistant, associate superintendent, Alan Metcalf, and we talked just a little bit about what's going on around the community schools, around all of our schools that are maybe highlighted tonight. And get this, sponsored by the Elkhart Community Foundation. I believe one of the largest community foundations in the state of Indiana is going to support a new initiative offering kindergarten readiness this summer. Doesn't that sound exciting? Yeah, big deal. It is actually a really big deal.
I probably need that, John.
Yeah, it wouldn't help for me. The way I spell, sometimes I wonder if I should go join that class and participate in that. But that's a really exciting thing. Much thanks to the Elkhart Community Foundation. Hello, Mom. She doesn't know she's on camera. We'll get a kick out of that later.
Better watching her than us, John.
Yes. But the Elkhart Community Foundation, thanks to the Elkhart Community Foundation, GIS, the intermediate school, is getting a new principal. That'll be announced in February. It's super exciting, according to Jim Du Bois and Alan Metcalf. Talked a little bit to Jeremy Sheets, old coach of ours.
Yeah, he wasn't a coach just in freshman year, John.
I asked him to be on air tonight, but he's doing the hockey game, Notre Dame hockey game. He's doing some ushering there, so he couldn't make it tonight. But Coach Sheets to us was our freshman basketball coach.
Yep.
He is now leading the way with our attendance coordinator in the district, and certainly some really, really good news to report as we've improved considerably over the past couple of years in getting kids to school, which is really important, actually. Yep. Is getting kids to school.
He's doing a great job there. He was, prior to that attendance, really involved with the athletic program at GIS and Goshen Junior High, and was always great to see out there. But, yeah, loved him as a coach.
As a matter of fact, 500 students are going to the Notre Dame-Clemson game as a reward for their attendance tomorrow.
No kidding.
Yeah, so Coach Sheets set that up and is going to take a group of about 500 students over there tomorrow to get that going as a reward there. So apparently it's my parents' night to say hello to me. So.
Nice.
All right, let's talk a little CTE, and then we'll take a little bit of a break here. 57-49. Looks like Northwood's pulling away just a little bit in the JV game. CTE, John, I know a little bit about what's going on over there. We got a great team. We take up half of the Chandler Elementary building. And building, I think 2 years ago, we had one half-day CTE program, which was building trades. Last year we had three, which was building trades, fire rescue, and our brand new nursing program.
Okay.
This year, 11.
No.
11.
1, 3, 11.
1, 3, 11, and next year 12. So next year, get this, we're going to go ahead and build a plane.
You're going to build a plane.
We are going to build a plane that has been purchased by the partnership with the Boys and Girls Club and Stay Indiana. Students will get an opportunity to work through getting their pilot's license, and then also learning about aviation mechanics. So if you want to be a pilot or an aviation mechanic, we got the program for you.
How fun does that sound? Are you going to be one of the first ones to go up in that plane?
I did. You know, here's the funny thing about it, okay? So I wasn't really sure about that, so I did our brand new flight simulator 2 days ago, and I'm not joking. I think for the next 24 hours I had vertigo. I swear.
You think it got to you, huh?
It did, for real. So I may just supervise that event, but the students will be going up in the airplane that they build. Will be FCC certified and all that good stuff. So a lot of really cool things going on with the CTE program over at Chandler, including 3 grants that we received this year, totaling almost $500,000.
No kidding.
Yeah, so great support from our community and some other partnerships that we have. And
who are some of those sponsors?
Greencroft is kind of a group that we've been working with, their community foundation.
Okay.
We've been meeting with them over the course of the last year, and they're super excited about what we're doing in our health science programs. Next year we'll have Health Science Education 2, but our Health Science Education 1 went from 20 students last year to about 40 this year.
Dublin.
And last year, all 20 of those students were offered jobs at Greencroft.
No kidding.
All passed their certifications and will be offered jobs at Greencroft. Now, not all of them took those jobs because they're free to go wherever they would like, but we certainly did have some students that did take that job. So a high level of education. It's high academic, program, along with kind of our engineering, design and development that is a high academic class there too. And also our GTV, our radio TV broadcast. We've seen some of those students helping out with the football broadcast, and I'm sure they'll take a look at the videos that we're doing here tonight. But anyway, high school dual credits and things like that. I talked to Darren Holsopple, who is one of our assistant principal. 5,700 dual credits that we've registered for in the first semester, John.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
In the first semester. So Goshen's making a push to be a dual credit school. As a matter of fact, next year will be the first year to offer a fine arts associate's degree while you're in high school.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It is such a different learning style, but I love it. I love that Goshen's always on the cusp moving this forward.
Absolutely. So those are just some good things that are going on with Goshen Community Schools, and I appreciate you guys listening and let me chat away about that. But we got some basketball to talk about here.
Got some basketball. We got, right now, before we take a break, John, just giving a JV update. There's just over a minute left. It's 61-51 Northwood. So it's been a tight game most of the way. Northwood in the second half had that 6 to 10 point lead, and they've just kind of maintained it.
Let's talk about some of the players that are out there that you may not see on the varsity floor, but you definitely could see these guys maybe moving into next year's varsity, as we got quite a few seniors playing on the varsity.
Yeah, when you have 7, at least on the Goshen side, 7 seniors on the varsity, your JV's loaded with juniors and sophomores. And so there's a few juniors out on that JV team right now. Holden Ebright Zaire and Tristan Kaiser, both are 2 leaders on this JV team. 23. Talon Carthens has been the leading scorer, I think, on the JV team. He's another junior. And then Ben Most, he's out there right now, but he could see some time. And then some sophomores that have been really strong. Jesse Sawatsky, so Levi's younger brother, has been playing a lot. And then Cannon Deemer, Abney, football quarterback, also has been spending a lot of time on the basketball hardwood, out there as well.
I saw him in the weight room. I think he had a really nice game recently. Football coach is bragging on him about him scoring in double figures or a double-double or something like that. So good production out of him on the basketball floor. And it's always nice to see multi-sport athletes as well, guys that are participating in other sports and also playing basketball and everything else we have. We see that a lot on the baseball field as well.
Yep. Rounding out the roster for the Goshen RedHawks, Carson Yoder, Ethan Sloan, a couple sophomore guards. Tracy Shepard isn't dressed tonight, but is a strong sophomore. Isaac Santos, 6'1" sophomore, is also on the squad. And then Francis Bucco, another sophomore. So that's the Goshen RedHawks JV. How's the Northwood JV looking?
This is my first real look at them, so I haven't seen them play a whole lot. They're probably right around 500 average. Yep. But Northwood's in a similar spot where they got a lot of seniors, and so a lot of attention paid to the JV team, as those guys will be on the varsity floor for next year. It seems like both programs are in a similar spot with a lot of seniors. But I do want to, something I mentioned off air was that I did see I think Stu Swartz posted on Facebook that the Goshen basketball program is 27-4.
No kidding.
And that was a few weeks ago.
I know the freshmen have 1 loss, a tight one. I think to South Bend Riley, and the varsity has 1 loss. So two strong records, and then JV's plugging along too.
All right, we are back on air, Mr. Short. We're going to cover a game tonight. We're going to have a little fun, right?
Yes, it's going to be great.
When we come back, we'll talk just a little bit about the basketball game tonight, maybe some highlights, maybe reminisce about the good old days just a little bit in this gym. So we'll take a little break here. You're listening to GTV Red Hawk Network. Welcome back to Goshen RedHawk basketball on GTV RedHawk Network, and tonight's game between your Goshen RedHawks and the visiting Northwood Panthers. Where are we at now? What are we going to talk about? Man, we got some basketball to talk about.
It's good, John. The gym's starting to fill up. It's looking good. It's going to be a good night for basketball.
Might be a little chilly outside, but it is definitely not chilly in here. We got a great matchup tonight against the RedHawks and the Panthers. Huge NLC game. And we'll talk about some of those things. But I thought maybe you've been seeing a lot of things posted online and just some memories from Goshen basketball over the years. It's 2026, which is really hard for you and I to believe, right?
Yes.
We went to school in the early 90s, but I thought it would be a good time with all the accomplishments of this current team to talk about things that have happened in this gymnasium and some past performers and teams, and talk about the good old days just a little bit. It was a lot of fun, and the reason I think it's appropriate is because when Fairfield came to this gym, there were so many people talking about it's great for these kids to experience maybe what it used to be like.
Yep. There's been two. I mean, the crowds have been decent for Goshen all year, John, but the two games that stick out, the Fairfield home game was probably the very close to capacity, the largest crowd I've seen here in a long time. And then also the Northridge home game early in the season. Great crowds from both schools here, and just had another filled gym. Get the band going. It's just a great atmosphere, and it does bring up some of those memories from way back when.
Yeah, in the gymnasium too, and I just read a lot of comments about even Brody Garber, the Fairfield coach, said this gym should be full.
Yep.
And it's meant to be full. It's a bigger gym. I think it seats well over
3,800 or something.
3,000 plus, but it's quite a feeling as a player to be on that floor and experiencing 3,000 people cheering or booing or whatever it might be, depending on what side you're on. So this particular Goshen team has brought that back to the Goshen community, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's been great for these seniors. It's a senior-led team, John, led by 7 seniors on the roster, but they've gotten off to a phenomenal start. We'll talk a little bit more about it, but that start has kind of brought back some of the spunk to Goshen RedHawk basketball, and it's great to see the town showing up and cheering them on.
We talked about the girls hosting a sectional, and the sectional was here for a while, and we won a sectional in 1992.
That was the last one, John.
That was the last one, and I remember that well. I got a chance to play just a few minutes in some of those games, and guys, I talked to Matt Greaser, seeing if he could make it up and maybe talk to us on the broadcast, but he was visiting his son in Newcastle. But as Levi scores his 1,000th point and approaching Greaser, I think he's 12 points away from passing Greaser on the all-time scoring list.
That 1992 team was fun, John. And you know what it had in common with this team? They were senior-led. They had, I think, 7 or 8 seniors on that roster as well.
8 seniors. And all the way down to David Roop and Rick Ralston and Randy Bowling coming off the bench there. It was senior-led group for sure. And so you think about this group and how much time they've spent together playing the game of basketball. And really, I think when you look at these guys, you think about being athletes too.
Yeah.
Carter Markham and some of those guys are multi-sport athletes, and they've had some success in some other sports and certainly carrying over to this year's basketball team.
Well, yeah, you look at Braxton Klein and Carter Markham. They were part of that semi-state baseball team last year. So it is fun to kind of see them succeed in other sports, but also here on the hardwood this year.
Yep, and so we'll get into tonight's matchup just a little bit. It's not too late if you live close by. 12 minutes till tip-off. We got a lot to talk about the game tonight. And certainly we need to talk about some special guests that we're having on air. So we have, you want to tell everybody?
Sure, we got some fun stuff. As always, John has lined up a great interview for halftime that I'll let him talk about. But in addition to that, this week, we're going to have a student join us to do a little bit of announcing during the second quarter.
That's going to be awesome. That is Spencer Elliott, all-star football player. So I'm looking forward to it. You and I went to school with his dad, who was a good athlete here at Goshen. So Spencer's going to join us in quarter 2. And I think he's going to fall in love with broadcasting and take our spots maybe for next year.
Perfect.
Yes.
Even better. But we said his name enough during the football broadcast that we need to have him on here in the basketball side too. And then at halftime, you have a great student.
Xavier Nunez, who is one of our EMT students. He also helps out with the Mr. Staley's wife is the athletic trainer. So I think he helps out with the athletic training room. So he'll be up here. We'll interview him at halftime, talk about the first half there. So a lot of exciting things going on. Certainly you can kind of feel a buzz in the gymnasium here. Anytime there's an NLC game in this gymnasium, it's exciting, John.
Yep. 2 first-place Cubs in the NLC, both 2-1. Looking to get to that third win, all-important win, and be halfway through the season sitting in great shape for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I've actually had the great privilege of playing basketball here on this gym floor and in some really big games. I've also coached. I was a coach at DeKalb.
Yep.
And came in on the other side, had to go to the visiting locker room. And so those are some really great moments. Actually, one year that the DeKalb team was in, we honored that 1992 sectional championship team. But I think it's time we get another one. When we won in 1992, it had been 29 years.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think 1969 was the last time.
Was that John Ritter, that class?
Yep.
Yep.
And so the sectional, some may argue, was a little tougher over at Elkhart, which is where it's back at now.
Yep.
So it's going to be tough this year, but we sure would like to get past Northridge,
yep.
Warsaw. And so I did read Coach Wolford's comments in the Elkhart Truth today. It was in today's paper, but he was just talking about how this team has to improve in order to be a candidate, to take that sectional crown away. So there's still, in his mind, a lot of things that they need to improve upon in order to get to that level.
Well, speaking of that, John, they got off to a hot start, as good of a start as they could do. They rolled early, had some nice wins under their belt. And, there was some skepticism, but a little bit leading into the Northridge game. Northridge was undefeated,
yep.
Ranked in state. Goshen was also undefeated, but hadn't maybe beaten the same quality opponent that Northridge had. And that winning by 7, really, I think, put them on the map, gave them that extra boost of confidence, and led them through the holidays to when they also knocked off another undefeated team, Fairfield.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit more about that. But since that time, I feel like we've, I don't want to say plateaued, but haven't looked quite as sharp out there on the hardwood, so hoping to get back on track tonight and just kind of continue ascending.
When I coached, there was a lot of moments talking about how long a basketball season is, and you really think about the summertime and the preseason workouts, like individual workouts. You get a chance to go twice a week, but as you get closer to, the start of practice, you get 4 days a week, and that's going back into October, and even if you're working out on your own or with a personal trainer or something like that, here we sit at the end of January, already like 3 or 4 months into a basketball season. So I think it's normal for any team to show some kind of ups and downs as they go throughout the season, and so all coaches will tell you want to be playing your best basketball towards the end of the year. So Goshen is a grinded out type basketball team. They've played in a lot of close basketball games. They're battle tested.
Yep.
And so some would say, they'd look at who they're playing and say we play to the level of our competition. But to me, they're winners and they're playing winning basketball. When it matters the most, they are at their very best.
They've come through that senior group, 5 senior starters, been obviously playing together since grade school. So when kind of crunch time, they know who to go to, what to do, make the plays. So it's exciting to watch. Hopefully we see that tonight here against a really good Northwood team.
Let's talk about some of the players that you're going to see on tonight's broadcast and that we'll be talking about throughout the game. It's led by senior all-conference Levi Swatsky, who just scored, like you mentioned, his 1,000th point, but the guy can play basketball. I've had a chance to see him over the last 2 or 3 years, and he's a guy that can get to the hoop. He's good at drawing fouls with good body control, and then also obviously he's got unlimited range from the three-point line. So that's where it all starts.
Starts around Levi, the 6'3" senior. as you mentioned, over 1,000 points in his career now. But just a high IQ basketball player. He knows, you mentioned drawing fouls defensively. Always seems to be in that passing lane, a hand here, a hand there. And then for the offense, it does work around him. He needs to be aggressive tonight. I feel like he's been wanting to get his teammates involved the last several weeks, which is fantastic, but also like we want to continue looking for a shot.
Yep, and I believe he had a kind of a slow start against Warsaw.
Yes.
Maybe I watched the tape back just a little bit, but he may have only had 2 or 4 points maybe in the fourth quarter. It wasn't a high-scoring game.
No, he ended up with 9 that game, and the majority were in the fourth quarter and overtime. I think he had 2 at half. So would love to see him get involved early and go from there. Another key to how we go, kind of the engine that could, is Braxton Klein at the point guard position. Just plays so under control. I feel like he lets the game come to him. His tempo's great. But that senior guard really carried us for a couple of games there, especially at Concord and even at Fairfield had a really strong outing.
Yep, and he's a guy that just doesn't look like he ever gets shaken on an athletic field or court, and he always looks like he's under control. He plays downhill really, really well. And coming off the ball screen, usually from Markham, just playing downhill, great body control, getting to the foul line, and I think he struggles just a little bit from the free throw line, maybe shooting, but he is a huge, valuable key to Goshen's success.
Yep, running out the starting lineup, you have senior Ryan Diaz, the three-point sharpshooter. Man, when he's open in the corner, I put my hands up and try to count it before probably he's even got it up, but does a great job there. And then in the middle, we have Carter Markham, as you mentioned, and Evan Tivins.
Now, you'll have to help me out with this because Carter Markham, I don't know what he's listed at. Where's he at? 6'2".
Yeah.
He does not play 6'2". His wingspan's got to be about 6'8".
Yep.
Coach said he had as many field goals as rebounds last season, like
no
the
kidding.
Exact number of field goals and rebounds, which is incredible. He's an amazing rebounder on both the defensive end and the offensive end. And then I see him with some putback dunks. He's getting up above the rim now.
He had that amazing dunk. I think it was at the Northridge game on a putback. And since then, it kind of like the light bulb went off like, oh, I can dunk in the game. He had 3 in another game. It's just been fun to watch. But, yeah, if you look at our starters, when they're standing there on the sideline, they all look about the same, somewhere in that 6'2" to 6'3". But his arms and his length is so a huge wingspan, helps with rebounding. He
attacks the glass with both hands. And once he gets his paws on that ball, there's just, you might as well get back on defense. But it is a huge key rebounding tonight's game, as Mason Pearson from Northwood is going to challenge him, and he's a very good, really good rebounder as well.
Carter and Evans have to do a good job, and then Trenton Clark off the bench. He's a 6'5" junior, number 40. He'll get some key minutes too, but we'll need to be big on the glass.
Tell us about Bentley Medina. I've seen him in a game quite a bit. He backs up the
2 guards off the bench for us. Bryson Wilson is a senior, another baseball player, center fielder for the RedHawks, but scrappy. And then Bentley Medina, the soccer captain, out here on the basketball floor as a point guard. So those 2 will also get minutes spelling our guards, but both very good defensively, very quick, very athletic, multi-sport athletes.
I know we didn't mention earlier about athletics, but man, we've had some really amazing athletic teams this year with the soccer team, one of the best in the state. Football certainly improving from previous years, and now basketball and tennis too.
Tennis was great,
undefeated.
Cross country was solid. So lots of fun things happening within the athletic department. So John, tell us anything about Northwood before us. We're 2 minutes away. We'll have kind of probably go to break for the national anthem, but anything that we need to be worried about or thinking about from a Northwood perspective tonight?
Northwood is an interesting team. Last year, I think they beat Goshen by 20 at Northwood, but they lost 3 key players. Most of their scoring was gone due to graduation. And so this year's team just trying to figure things out from time to time. And at times, I've seen all of their games. At times, they can compete with some of the best in the state. Honestly, down at Richmond, had a lead against Valparaiso, 7 points with like a minute to go. Played Fort Wayne Snyder very, very tough, and also had a lead with Fort Wayne North. So they've shown signs of being a very good basketball team, but the consistency has been a real problem with some turnovers and just kind of some mental mistakes. And so Goshen's going to have to take advantage of those moments when Northwood's not quite all there.
Yep.
Teams have taken advantage of those moments and went on big runs. And so, but listen, Northwood does have players. They have a full squad. They have all the positions met, and they certainly pose a big problem to their opponents. They're led in scoring by Dietzman, who's averaging about 10, 11 points a game. Pearson, number 31, he'll be a big factor tonight. He's had some big games, but he's averaging about double figures. And then Davis Everingham, number 32.
Tell me about this. Is it Irvingham?
Everington.
Everington. Okay,
Everington.
great. Yep.
Davis Everingham, my youngest son, does play for the opposing team tonight. And he's had some good games, and he's had some other games that weren't so good. But he is a guy that I promise you, if you talk to Coach Wolford, that he knows he is a huge key in terms of stopping his three-point shooting ability. The dude can fill it up. There's no question about that. He's had some games, and I'm sure Coach is going to be focused on making sure he doesn't go off tonight. What a game we got tonight.
Let's go, boys.
I think we just talked for 35 minutes.
All right, but now it's finally game time, Johnny.
Mr. Staley, you ready over there?
It's going to be awesome. I think we're going to stand here for the national anthem, so we'll just take a pause. He's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America and all of its freedoms, we ask that you please rise and join us for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we are getting ready for tip-off. We'll go over the starting lineups here, but what a matchup tonight. It would be the Goshen RedHawks and the Northwood Panthers, who are both tied for first place in the Northern Lakes Conference, which is a really big deal. Whoever wins this game tonight is going to be sitting in really good
shape. Yep. It's a great environment. Intera Gym is getting full. The one side, John, it's full up to the rafters. Going to be a great environment for these players. Student sections are big on both sides. It looks like Goshen student section, every row's full.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Right. Northwood's got a few students there, and you're right. It is so good to see this gym full. I know it's not full tonight. I always used to check the upper deck on that end there, and let's go over the starting lineup first for the Northwood Panthers. It'd be Davis Everingham, number 32, starting at a guard. Caleb Vincent, number 5, starting at a guard. Colin Dietzman, the leading scorer for the Panthers, number 2. Starting at guard, underneath in the middle, the man in the middle is Mason Pearson, a 6'7", good solid frame, number 31. And then Brogan Farrell, number 3, who's shooting, no joke, he is shooting about 89% on the season from two-point range.
No kidding.
Yes, he is.
That's about as good as it gets.
Now, he doesn't take anything but a layup, but
Hey,
when he gets an opportunity, he
it.
puts it through the hoop.
We've missed some bunnies recently. Starters for Goshen, John.
Let's go ahead. I'll let you take the honors on the starters from Goshen.
All right, 5 senior starters for the RedHawks. Number 11, Ryan Diaz, the three-point sharpshooter. 2 other guards on the floor for them. Number 22, Braxton Klein. Number 10, we already talked about him, the importance of him, Levi Swatsky. And then 2 bigger guys on the inside for the RedHawks. Number 21, 6'2" senior Carter Markham, and 6'3" number 32, Evan Timmons in the middle. Be important for Timmons and Carter to play without fouling and trying to keep as well as they can Pearson off the boards.
Lots of good matchups over the years with the Northwood Panthers and the Goshen RedHawks. I believe Goshen has only beaten Northwood over the last 12 or 13 years one time.
Well, let's double it up tonight, Johnny.
That's right.
Let's go. Here we go.
Too. And this one's a big one here as we're getting ready for tip-off. Now,
as we get going, John, how do you think I'm going to do with these stats tonight?
I think you're going to do awesome. I really do. Wink, wink. But we do have a scoreboard that's got the points up there. And here's going to be Pearson and Markham. Up the top, it's going to be gathered by Dietzman. Up top, Vincent with the ball on the right wing. He's going to dribble slowly up top over to Dietzman. Looking inside to Pearson. Farrell up top. Reverse it over to Vincent. Controls the ball. Dietzman looking inside. Ball reverse. Everingham over to Vincent.
Goshen's in a man-to-man defense. They played both this year, zone and man-to-man. So see if
the
they switch it
matchups
up.
are interesting here, as Goshen is a switching man-to-man here. So Northwood does a good job of moving the basketball. Probably will control the tempo a little bit, as Northwood still has the ball now for 40 seconds on the first possession. Lots of movement here. Davis Everingham for 3 is going to be no good. Rebound by Swatsky. Almost traveled. Gets it out. It's going to be Diaz with the ball.
Good defensive possession there. Everingham had a good look. They were just a little bit short on that first one, but good rebound by Levi.
Swatsky with the ball up top. He's going to get it to Klein. Going to set up a set play here to the high post. That's Markham. Over to Timmons. Timmons to, there's going to be a switch off there. Farrell on Klein on the inside. He's going to throw it up. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to remain Goshen basketball.
Yep. Braxton got it inside. Usually does a pretty good job inside of getting the defender off him, giving him space, but Dietzman did a great job there staying with him.
Brogan Farrell, a 6'5" senior. It's going to be lobbed over the top. Timmons is going to be inside. Easy left-handed layup, and that's going to be good on an out-of-bounds play. It'll be Northwood basketball trailing 2-0. 6:33 left in the first quarter. That's going to be overthrown there by Vincent. Looking inside to Farrell. It's going to be no good. Northwood has struggled in the last 2 games with 19 and 20 turnovers, respectively.
Yeah, and that one there, John, wasn't necessarily like a forced turnover where we had tons of pressure. It was just a little bit sloppy on the entry pass.
Klein's got the ball coming off the ball screen there. He's going to look to go downhill, pull up from the elbow. Is going to be no good. Rebound Vincent. Northwood on the move here. Top of the key over to Dietzman. Pearson reverses the ball. That's going to be Vincent for 3. Is going to be off the mark. Rebound Swatsky.
I think early, John, I think Goshen would say we will take, not that he's not a great three-point shooter, but that quick in the possession, I think Goshen would take that shot.
Diaz misses a corner 3. It's going to be Everingham up top. Reversal over to Vincent. Farrell nearly stolen by Markham. Farrell looking to drive it in. That's his first 3 dribbles of the season.
He likes to catch and shoot under the basket.
That's right. You can see the pressure picking up a little bit here. Northwood being patient. That's going to be Pearson for 3. Is going to be good.
Got it. The big guy goes outside and knocks it down.
Shooting 32% from 3 on the season. Gets one here to drop. It's going to be 3-2 Northwood with 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter here. Klein going down, looking in. He's going to be up off the mark. Rebound by Markham. There he is on the offensive glass. Swatsky looking, pull up from the elbow. 2 people. It's going to be off the mark. It's going to be saved by Timmons. What
Great
a save
job by
him.
Evan Timmons. I'm
Quickly,
giving him that board.
Swatsky looking in. It's going to be Dietzman, Northwood's best defender on Swatsky. Inside, it's going to be Klein again looking to go up, and it's going to be a travel call on Klein. Checking into the game will be Bell and Edwards. For Northwood, going out will be Everingham and Farrell.
Do they go pretty deep in their bench, John?
Right there, you just saw it. 7. 7 guys, pretty standard rotations. Every game about the same amount of time here. Bell's going to reverse it over to, and that's going to be inside to Pearson's going to miss the layup. Easy bunny that he missed. Rebound by Swatsky. Inside, that's going to be Markham right at the top of the key. Going to hand off to Klein. Under the screen goes Vincent. Looking inside to Timmons. Going to be up against Bell. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by, tipped around. It's going to be rebounded by Vincent. In transition, here comes Northwood over to Dietzman. Going to look inside, nothing doing. 3-2 still. Northwood on top.
Both
Edwards.
teams. Yep, both teams sticking with their man-to-man thus far, but a little mix-up there.
That's Edwards driving to the hoop, is going to be fouled there by 32. It'd be
They
Timmons.
called it on Timmons there. First foul on the RedHawks.
You know, I was giving you a hard time about keeping score.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I think you're going to get it. It's 3-2.
It's 3-2. I can actually tell you who's scored those points as well,
Okay.
so I might not even need paper tonight.
Number 3 checking into the game. That's Bryson Wilson. May have seen him on the baseball field.
Baseball field, starting center fielder, yep.
Edwards makes the first one, 4-2, 3:41 left in the first quarter. Second one is also good. Northwood with a token full court pressure here. Goshen's got the ball. Klein, Diaz, top of the key, Swatsky. Swatsky's looking inside. The focus will be to keep him out of the paint and drives the ball. It's going to be Wilson, left wing, dribbles across. Klein, guarded now by Dietzman. Bell guarding Diaz.
Northwood into man-to-man still.
Swatsky drives inside. Looking inside, it's going to be knocked away by Pearson. It's going to be Klein up top. He's going to drive in, and it's going to be up and good. Nice drive by Klein.
Much more controlled, got to the hoop. Nice job by Braxton. 5-4.
So Dietzman inside, out to Edwards for 3 is going to be good by Edwards. His 5th point of the quarter.
He comes off the bench. Nice drive, got 2 free throws, and then a 3-point bomb.
8-4, Northwood ahead here. It's going to be Wilson, top of the key. Over to Klein on the right wing. Swatsky gets the ball right at the top. Pull-up jumper, 18-foot, good.
Just looks good. Just looks good, doesn't it?
Very smooth. Northwood with the basketball. Edwards with the dribble handoff, catches it over to up top to Pearson now. Dribble handoff. Edwards looking to drive again. He's going to look inside. Northwood is going to be a little patient from time to time, making sure they get a good shot. Edwards across the way to Pearson, number 31, 6'7" senior, is going to drive inside, up and no good. It's going to be a foul there. That was a weak whistle, I think. That's what you call it. Did you hear the whistle?
Well, I thought it matched the quality of the foul, John. Weak.
Yeah.
But it was a really good take by Pearson on the baseline there. Missed the first.
That call, speaking of weak, it reminds me when I'm playing golf with my buddies, like Ross Gundon hitting a weak drive, like 125 yards. It kind of reminds me of that. But anyway, we got Pearson at the line.
It's nice to see Ross catching strays from just probably sitting home watching the game.
I coached him, man. He's my guy, you know. Very good golfer when he was at Goshen High School graduate. Pearson up with the second one, and that's good. 9-6 here.
Early Panther lead. On the road. Played nice and controlled.
Swatsky gets into the paint there. He patiently kicks it out to Klein. Klein.
Bentley Medina in, John.
I didn't see him come in.
I didn't either.
He is definitely in the game there. Goshen ranked, I believe, number 9 in the state there. Klein tries to force that ball inside. Nothing doing. Northwood traditionally a strong defensive team. But Coach Wolf would call him an offensive coach. So that ball's going to be stolen by Dietzman there. Good hands. Stolen away. That's a second turnover by Goshen. Edwards looking inside. Pearson facing up in the post. Going to drive it in there. He's going to turn, face. Nothing doing there. Ball
Good
reverse.
defense by Timmons.
That's inside to Brogan Farrell. It's going to be up and good.
John, I've noticed that I don't see Trenton Clark on the bench tonight. He's usually their first big guy off the bench and gets quite a bit of playing time spelling Markham and Timmons, so that'd be a big loss if he's not available.
Dietzman nearly steals another one. He's going to look inside. It's going to be a foul there. Yes, that's a big deal, and you can see it on that play where Medina got stuck on Farrell, who's 6'5". Medina is not 6'5". And Farrell scored an easy bucket on the inside. It's 11-6, 53 seconds left.
Quick
in the
first quarter. Yep.
Klein looking inbound. He does. Right back to him. Markham. It's going to be a ball screen by Klein. They're going to let him probably make a three before they really guard him out there. Medina looks to drive. Over to Klein. Vincent, a very good defender in the NLC. It's kind of an NLC grind type game here.
It does feel like it. Goshen looks like they're going to pull it out and hold for one here at the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds or 28 seconds left.
No real foul trouble to speak of on either team. We got 22 seconds. Goshen did this a little bit last week as well in terms of making sure they get the possessions. They get the first possession of the second quarter as Northwood got the tip here. 9 seconds to go. It's Klein against, that's going to be Medina for three in the corner. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by, tipped around. It's going to be rebounded by Pearson. That'll end the first quarter there. And it is going to be Northwood on top of Goshen, 11-6. And let's take a break. You're listening to GTV Red Hawk Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Goshen Red Hawk basketball on GTV Red Hawk Network. In tonight's game between your Goshen Red Hawks and visiting Northwood Panthers. We are live, and now we are graced with Spencer Elliott. Welcome to the broadcast booth. He's going to join us all of the second quarter. He's going to give us his thoughts on the basketball game, and maybe we'll throw in a little football as we go here. So it's 11-6. What do you think of the first quarter there Spencer?
I wish we scored more.
Yeah, that's a good point. See, he's already got it.
He's already got it.
He's a natural.
Put that ball in the basket.
Yeah, it's not a hard game. And that's going to be Swatsky on the inside. That's going to be off the mark and rebound by Pearson. I used to get scouting reports from Coach Brian Bechtel, former coach here. He said, what do we need to do to win? And I would say, score more points than the other team. Not difficult, but anyway. So it's going to be Northwood basketball here. First possession for them in the second quarter. Looking to run a set play there. Look for Davis Everingham on the inside. He's going to look and he's going to spin, move. It's going to be up and good on the inside there.
I don't like that one,
move.
Spencer. Do you?
No.
No.
Who's that guy anyway?
He looks familiar, kind of.
Goshen now trailing by 7 in the second quarter. It's going to be Diaz tipped away by Everingham there, recovered by Markham.
Good energy by the Panthers.
Out of bounds. Tough sledding here for the RedHawks early in the game.
Yeah, the offense just doesn't look fluid right now. They're struggling for everything. So let's see if we can settle in a little bit and go on a run.
Northwood going to run a set play here. It's going to be Everingham on the right wing, looking over to Farrell, top of the key, over to Vincent. Vincent's they are switching those screens there. Makes it hard to get some of those set plays going there. A physical basketball game. Here it's going to be stolen there by Markham. He's going to pull it out, get a possession. Good steal by Markham.
I kind of wanted to dunk.
Yeah, I thought so.
Spencer, do you have any insight? I noticed Trenton Clark's not over there on the bench tonight. Is he? Was there any gossip in the student section whether he was sick or anything?
I don't know.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no comment,
Yeah.
he says. So, see, we're testing your professionalism right from the start here.
I was trying to
Did you
X him
play
out.
with these guys growing up? Little youth league basketball?
Not really.
I saw a picture. I thought you were a player back in the day.
He played all the
I
way through
played
last
with-
year. Yeah.
Mostly the people who are on JV right now.
That's going to be Swatsky inside. It's going to be off the mark, rebounded by Farrell. That's right, you're a young guy.
Yeah.
Just a sophomore. We'll talk about that. There's no other sophomore in the state of Indiana that had more catches than you did in football. That's amazing. It's going to be Everingham for 3. Up top is going to be up and no good. Rebound by Farrell. Offensive rebound there. Not easy to do against Markham there.
No, Markham was in good position. It just was a long rebound off the back of the
13
iron.
to 6.
There
That's going to be a travel there by Vincent. It's going to be a timeout by Goshen. We'll keep it right here so we can talk to this guy right here. Now,
John,
let me read some of these things and see what sort of reaction we get out of Spencer Elliott.
All right.
89 receptions. That's a school record. Led the NLC, I think, by over 20 catches. There's no other receiver that was within 20 catches of you in the NLC. 875 yards receiving. 7th highest single season receiving yards. Led in the NLC. 7 touchdowns, 1541 all-purpose yards, 875 receiving yards as a 10th grader. Oh yeah, I already said that. 82 total tackles. You never came off the floor. You know what we used to call a guy like that when we were in school? An
What?
absolute stud.
Absolute stud.
What sort
as
of-
a sophomore.
What sort of thoughts come to your mind when you hear those stats?
I didn't know I led what's it called?
Conference?
No, I didn't know it was a school record.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until right now. So
And that says a lot about that because we've had a history of really good receivers that have come out of this school. So congratulations on a really good sophomore year. We're really looking forward to seeing you play next year as we do the radio. Give us something to cheer about.
yeah, thank you.
And then coming up right now is baseball season's around the
Yep.
corner. We excited about that?
Very excited.
Are we ready to make any predictions about the year? We're just going to let it see it play out.
Hopefully we beat Fairfield this year in the first game.
There you go.
I like it.
That'd be a
Game
good
1,
start.
let's go. Right, I love it. We're back in action, John.
Okay, Swatsky's going to keep his hand on top of the ball
There we
and
go.
get a little jump hook. Nice play by Swatsky.
It's his 4th point of the night. Need to get him involved, Johnny.
13 to 8. It's going to be Northwood with the basketball. Over to Vincent, looking inside. Dietzman's going to shoot that. 3 is going to be up and no good. It's going to be over the back on Farrell. Good defensive rebound by. And this is the thing we were talking about, and maybe Spencer, you can talk to this, but the poise of the team. It doesn't matter. They look like the same team whether they're up 10 or down 10.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be Klein with the basketball. Good dudes, too.
Yeah. Braxton and Levi are probably the nicest too, which is kind of weird.
Usually your best players got a little attitude,
Yeah,
but they
that's what
definitely
I'm
don't. And it's going to be underneath. It's going to be a missed layup there. And Swansea is going to get it. And he's going to go inside. Good body control, good shot from 15 feet. He's made most of his shots from about 15, 18 feet.
Yep.
Very smooth, good job.
Great job by Timmons and Markham battling on the boards to give us an extra shot, extra possession.
That's Farrell on the inside. He's going to make another layup. It's going to be 15-10 to Northwood.
That was too easy.
Klein's got the ball. Slowly brings it up. Ball screen by Timmons. Going to look inside. Shot there by Diaz from the corner is going to be good.
Boom! Huh?
You've seen that shot before from the corner, have you, Spencer?
Every time.
A little bit of travel there. Now we go. Spencer, I like this. You're bringing a little bit of the energy up here and changing the game.
I'd be screaming at them if I was down there, but
Now
How is the student section? Well behaved, or do you?
horrible. I mean, they always yell at everybody. So
Now we did tell you, we gave you a little suggestion to tell your buddies down in the student section, I'm taking over the radio, watch this. Did you do that?
no, I just walked up here, but
It's going to be Dietzman with a steal and a layup.
That's momentum. Got to be better there, boys. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, Braxton.
It's going to be Klein, enters it to Swatsky. Swatsky over to Diaz. Back to Swatsky for three, and that's going to be up and no good. And that's going to be a foul there on Markham. Is that his second foul?
It is his second. Timmons also has one. So the big guys, we'll see if Coach goes to the bench or not or lets him play. I thought 21, Bell, the wind blew on him and he flew around there a little bit.
A little acting there. Got the call. It's going to be inside. It's going to be again. It's going to be a nice pass by Vincent underneath to Farrell. He's going to give a 6-point lead, 19-13. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Diaz again from three in the corner. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Dietzman. Vincent corrals it. Got the ball. Calling out play number 2.
Yeah, the last two possessions for the Panthers, they found easy buckets on layups. Let's see if Goshen can lock down the paint and force him to the outside.
Vincent's going to drive the baseline underneath to Farrell. Is going to be no good there. It's going to be stolen by Levi. Great defensive read there. 2:30 left in the second quarter. Klein's got the ball here. Using the ball screen, he's going to look up. It's going to be Timmons there from the top of the key. He's going to be rebounded by Bell.
Good box out there on Bell on Carter.
It's going to be Edwards looking inside. Ball fake there. It's going to be nearly a travel. It's going to be up by Farrell. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Shooting percentage went down.
2 minutes left here in half, John.
Spencer, what do you want to see the last 2 minutes of this
I want
quarter?
Levi to make some threes.
Yeah.
Maybe a Carter dunk, top it off.
Let's go.
Spoken like a true fan.
That's my perfect ending to this half.
Yep,
Or Braxton.
Braxton's going to shoot that ball, and it's going to be rebounded by Bell. 1:49 left in the.
Those fans are yelling. What are they mad about?
I couldn't quite sense what they were
I don't know.
angry about. Goshen's we're getting decent shots. We're just not shooting well thus far in this ball game.
13 points so far in the first half. Vincent, you're going to shoot. Inside is going to be good.
Yeah, now we're yelling.
Yeah, they wanted to travel again down here on this possession, but it's 21-13 Panthers with just over a minute.
Fans are getting a little restless in here at the Intera Gym. 1:08 left in the second quarter. Swatsky with the ball, driving baseline, is going to kick it over.
Come on,
Diaz is going to be up and no good. Rebound by Markham is going to put it up, and that's going to be no good. That's going to be fought for and rebounded by Edwards.
There's just a lid on that bucket down there.
It's not very often you see Diaz miss a couple from the corner there.
1 for 4 on the night from 3.
It's going to be Edwards on the left wing. Up to Bell, 34 seconds. I'm sure Northwood is thinking last shot of the quarter. They get the ball to start the third quarter.
Wouldn't mind a little steal here.
21-13, 8-point lead. for the Panthers. 17 seconds. It's going to be taken over to Farrell. Farrell dribble handoff to Dietzman. Dietzman's going to get over to Vincent. 7 seconds. And that's going to be Dietzman for 3. Is going to be up and no good. And time's going to expire in the first half there. All right, Spencer, any final thoughts? I will say this, man, thank you for what you do, not only on the fields that you participate on, but the type of kid you are around the school here. Thanks for representing Goshen the way you do. How do you feel like your experience is going here at Goshen High School?
It's pretty good.
I think these guys are giving you a hard time down
Yeah,
there.
I can hear them.
I can hear him.
Well,
you have a big job ahead of you. You've got to get that student section in this second half loud and involved in this game. Can we do it?
Yeah, what cheer do we want?
I don't know. What's the first one? Okay.
Real quick.
I thought it's short. Yeah, what cheer do we want? It'd be your area of expertise.
That is my area of expertise.
or I don't know what it is, but go ahead.
You choose and I'll tell Colton.
All right, I'll shoot you a text down there to get the first one of the second half going.
Thanks for joining us here in the second quarter. Thanks, that was awesome. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Buddy. Yep.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll talk about the first half here. You're listening to Red Hawk Basketball on GTV Red Hawk Network.
It's back. I hear you. I said there's a little bit of a delay, remember, for YouTube versus. We might not have Spencer on. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, we got. I think we got everybody. Okay. I think it was good. All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom. Yeah, go ahead. I'll run really fast. When do you want to do Xavier? Oh, no. Yeah.
Is this my mic here was the one I was using? Go ahead, slap that on there. Hey, which one is this, Derek? That's one, but that's, is this off? Welcome back to Goshen Red Hawk Basketball on GTV Red Hawk Network. In tonight's game between your Goshen Red Hawks and visiting Northwood Panthers is 21-13. I think we had a little technical difficulty there in the first half. I apologize about that if you're still with us here. We are joined right now with Goshen High School student, EMT student, Xavier Nunez.
Hello, Mr. Everingham.
Well, welcome to the broadcast booth. Thanks so much for joining us in the broadcast booth. We want to learn a little bit about you. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about yourself, what you do outside of school, some of the things that you enjoy doing in terms of hobbies, and who you are.
So I am Xavier Munoz, and I am a senior here at Goshen High School. I've been going to Goshen schools my entire life. I like to learn. I like reading. I play violin. I am part of the EMT program here at Goshen High School.
Yeah, I see you up there quite a bit. I stopped by there and I've seen you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that EMT program? It's a half-day CTE program. You signed up for that last year, and you got accepted into that program. You had to interview for that spot.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the process of interviewing and getting a spot in the EMT class.
Yeah, so we had to fill out an application, just kind of almost like a resume of things we've done and why we really wanted to be part of the new EMT program. And then we had a one-on-one interview with the instructor of the course, Chief Peak, and then he let us know if we were good to go for the class, which luckily I was.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations on that. And let's talk about some of the things you're learning in that class. That's EMT, for those who may not know, Emergency Medical Technician.
Yep, correct.
And so tell us a little bit about what you're learning in that class.
Yeah, so in the class, we're preparing to learn what it's like to work on an ambulance or work in a ER hospital setting. So during the class, we'll learn from a textbook, we'll learn from slideshows, or we'll do skills with each other, learning how to do backboards, learning how to do airway management, CPR, things of that nature, and then getting ready for in May to then take our national test and then our skills state exam.
That's awesome. And that's coming up, right? You get to do some ride-alongs.
Yeah, so actually this upcoming week, on next Friday actually, I start my first shift on the ambulance.
Nice.
So it's really looking forward to that.
Well, CTE, for those of you listening, is an opportunity for students to kind of go beyond the classroom. It's not just about doing the book work in the classroom, but you actually get to go do what you're interested in doing. And so talk to us about some of those things. You've already talked about some of the projects that you've had, but what's been the most favorite part of your of the class this year?
My favorite part of the class, I'd say it's really hands-on, and you're really put in a situation or really in a setting where you're able to succeed in the class. We've gone to Goshen College to see different medical things. We've gone to the 911 dispatch center. We've really been able to see what it's like to work in a EMS setting.
Yeah. Now here's your opportunity to get some real brownie points, okay?
All right.
Chief Peak won the Educator of the Year. What do you think about him as a teacher?
He's really an extraordinary instructor. He's always putting us in a position where we can succeed. He's always there supporting us. If we have any questions, he's millions of stories from being, I think, 20 years on service. He has endless advice, stories. It's just really great to hear from such a wise and such a really talented man, and he really shows what it's like to love your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you laid it on pretty thick there, but actually
nice.
all of that is true.
Yeah.
It's all true.
So great job, Xavier. Xavier, right?
Yep.
Xavier. Okay. So let's talk about your future.
Yeah.
So you get an opportunity. Goshen High School has provided you with an opportunity to be educated, right? And then you get a chance to go over into Chandler and experience a half-day CTE program. And some students kind of experience those things and they say, nah, you know what? I like the teacher, I like the things that we're doing, but it's not for me in my future. Where do you stand with what you want to do with your future?
So my end goal in post-high school is really to become a doctor. That's really my end goal. And being part of the EMT course really is kind of that first step into getting into the medical field. I also partake as a student athletic trainer here at the high school, where I get to interact with students in a sort of medical way. That's also been a really good sort of internship that I get to work along our head athletic trainer, Maritza Chavez, and it's just a great experience. And all of what I learned in EMT, I could take and use it in athletic training, and it's just a really great thing.
one of my really good friends, his wife Leah Miller, is a doctor, and so we've often talked about the stages that you go through in order to get to where you want to be, and it sounds like you're really on path to accomplish your goals in the future.
Yeah,
thanks to Goshen High School, right?
Yes, it's all been things that Goshen High School, yes.
And thanks to the opportunities that you have here. So congratulations. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being such a great representative of Goshen High School,
Yes.
our career and technical education,
Yes.
and the amazing things that you're doing. You're going to be great.
Thank you, Mr.
Put your head
Everham.
down, and you're going to be great at whatever you do. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Great
It's
job.
a pleasure
Thank you.
being, Yep.
All right. Well, we could talk to him for
It would be
about
great.
another
It
hour
was so fun.
about how awesome he is, you know. And
But we've got basketball.
we got some basketball. John, I'm telling you, I got to plug real quick that Xavier is just one of many.
Just one of many,
Just-
but such well-spoken,
he's
nice
he is
kid.
incredible.
I asked my son, who's a classmate, I said, tell me about Xavier. He said he's the nicest kid in
Yeah.
our class and super bright, super smart.
All right, we got some basketball here.
I'm hoping Goshen found their shooting touch in the locker room, John. Didn't shoot the ball well, led by Levi Swatsky with 6 points.
Sometimes that occurs in a
Ryan
little.
Diaz had 3, and Braxton and Evan had 2 each. Here we go.
Inside, it's going to be Pearson on the inside. He's going to look to face up, spins, moves up, and going to be good from about 10 feet.
Really
Spin
good
move for him.
Really, that looked really good, John.
Good move by Pearson there that puts the Panthers on top, 23-13. It's going to be a curl move there. Inside, he's going to be off the mark by, I thought, Carter Markham. I thought he maybe felt like he was going to get fouled there.
Yeah, I think he felt Pearson's presence and was ready for the foul, but Pearson played it really well.
Turnover there by Vincent. Looking to go back inside to Pearson. Levi's going to go up top. He's going to turn, spin from about 10 feet. It's going to be up and good.
There we go. There we go. First couple of possessions for the Panthers, it's very clear the instructions at halftime were let's go inside, see what we can do in the middle, and then we maybe go inside out. But they're going to start by trying to work the ball into Pearson and whatever. Farrell. Thank you.
Dietzman's got the ball up top. Pearson all the way over to Everingham, looking inside. He's going to reverse it over to Farrell. A lot of movement by the Northwood offense. I call it kind of smoke and mirrors at times. Just the ability to reverse the ball and control the tempo can be effective when you got a little bit of a lead, which Northwood does.
Yep. Buying some time. Yep.
23 to 15 inside. It's going to be Pearson's look up and good. Pearson again from about 5 feet. Bank shot. Nice pass from Everingham on the wing.
Yep, the help came from Markham there.
Okay, I couldn't hear that whistle either.
No.
It's the same guy that's got maybe a different style of whistle. It's not a Fox 40, I can tell you that.
Just a light one.
You know what a Fox 40 is?
I don't. Is that
That's the brand that everybody uses except for maybe him. So
I mean, you never seem to amaze me,
Swatsky
John.
from deep is going to be off the mark. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Goshen. I'll tell you what, that battle underneath with Pearson and Markham.
Well, they
that
know each
ball
other.
goes
They
up.
played growing up together.
I saw them at a ball game. I think they're buddies.
They are buddies. Yep.
Looks inside. It's going to be a foul there. And one. Timmons with the big bucket.
That was big. That was big. He felt like Goshen needs a spark. We need
Yeah.
a spark to get going here on offense. Hopefully that will do it. Let's make it an and one the old-fashioned way. Evan?
And I'll tell you, that's the second time that they found him on the inside.
John, I made it all the way to 5 minutes in the third quarter before throwing down the stat sheet.
Well, you were trying to get attempts and everything?
I was trying to do everything.
Oh, wow, okay. I couldn't do that if I wasn't on the radio or YouTube. Thanks to Mr. Staley here, control the boards over here.
Yep.
I think, shoot, we had a student that,
Wyatt.
no, zone here by the,
Yeah.
That's because of foul trouble, I think, for the most part. It's going to be up and good by
That's going to be 2 on
Farrell.
Evan. Yep.
Now, moving to a zone usually represents a fear of foul trouble, which I believe is a little bit of a problem for Goshen right now.
Yep, both Evan and Carter are 2 inside presence. Both have 2 fouls, and without Trenton on the bench for the sub, we're pretty thin up front.
What an interview by Xavier.
I mean, just amazing. We need to do a video of him and use that for promotional purposes.
Trust me, I was thinking the same thing. It's going to be Klein driving hard inside. It's going to be underneath. It's going to be going to get fouled. Kind of bullied his way down there, which is a good plan.
Yep, and then the big guys came over, took it up strong, got the free throws. Let's make a couple here.
Now,
but no, he did such a great job. I believed everything until he got to talking about Chiefs Peak. And I didn't know if that was just a little.
Yeah. That guy's head's so big right now. He gets Teacher of the Year. Of course, I'm kidding, because he does an amazing job.
So amazing.
He teaches the fire EMT program and fire rescue program and the EMT program. 2 programs that we have in our half-day CTE. It's going to be a timeout. Let's take a short break. We haven't had too many breaks here. You're listening to Red Hawk Basketball on GTV Red Hawk Network.
And we're back, John. Braxton here for his second free throw, 28-19. Panthers up on the RedHawks here in the third period.
That one's good by Klein. Oh, full court pressure here. Man-to-man, full court pressure. It's going to be Vincent. Going to be trying to break that. Northwood has struggled a little bit with pressure this year, and there they go. Nice steal by Klein. Back tip. Swatsky inside, tried to kick it out to Diaz. Now Klein's got it. You can sense that Goshen's going to pick up the tempo of this game just a little bit here. Inside Klein, reversal to Markham. It's going to be Levi with nobody on him right there from about 10 feet. Needs money from there.
There we go. The intensity's picked up here, John, since that timeout. Let's see if they can maintain it going forward. Let's go, Braxton.
There is no backup guard for.
Did it again.
Got him again, and that's Klein making 2 straight defensive plays. Levi's going to go inside. It's going to be fouled there by Everingham going up. I told you before the broadcast, Northwood has us just consistently throughout the game. They get rattled a little bit. That's 2 straight turnovers. Let's see how they react. I wouldn't be shocked if Coach Wolf calls timeout. 28-22. Things are picking up here in the third quarter.
Yep, Goshen's press. Braxton's turned the ball over twice on Vincent. Just that little reach around's worked well.
They'll get him out for a little bit of a rest. It'll be Edwards to challenge.
So will Dietzman be the primary ball handler here, John?
Edwards will take that.
Okay.
They may step up somebody to screen for him. It's going to be good by Klein.
4-point ball game, John.
Here we go. Edwards is going to take his shot at Klein. That tries to do the same thing. That is going to be a foul. I'll tell you what, there's one thing in basketball I could never do, and that was that tip from behind. I'd always just tackle the guy.
I mean, you know how Carter Markham has a huge wingspan? I'm the opposite. There's no chance of me doing that to him.
I was too slow, but obviously Klein has got that down to a science. 2 of the last 3 he's gotten. That's equaled, I think, 4 or 5 points here. So it's going to be Edwards with the ball. Defensive pressure starts picking up here.
That was Braxton's first foul.
Reversal to Farrell.
Second Red Hawk foul of the quarter.
That's Dietzman for 3 is going to be good.
That was big. Somehow they got Timmons on him, and Dietzman took advantage, but it stops the little Goshen run and kills a little bit of the momentum. Panthers back up 7.
Swatsky's going to dribble all the way through, up top. It's going to be Diaz looking inside, looking to Swatsky's. So underneath is going to be turned over there. Carter tried to save it, threw it right to Dietzman there. 31-24, 7-point game. And Klein has given the Northwood Guards, all they can handle.
Yep. Going to see Wilson, Bryson check in there for Timmons. So Goshen's going to go smaller here.
Farrell got a couple buckets on the inside.
The last time they did this, right?
Yep. It's going to be inbounds over to Edwards here. Up top to Dietzman, over to Everingham. Farrell on the wing. You can see things pick up considerably here as Klein nearly gets another tip away. It's going to be inside.
Oh,
he does get it. My goodness.
His hands have been so much more active here in the third period, and Carter finishes strong. Nice to see Carter finish that around the hoop.
Coach Wolf is going to call a timeout. We'll take a break with him. You're listening to Red Hawk Basketball on GTV Red Hawk Network. Welcome back to Goshen RedHawk Basketball on GTV RedHawk Network, and tonight's game between your Goshen RedHawks and the visiting Northwood Panthers. It is 31-26, but the momentum seems to be swinging the RedHawk way.
Yeah, a little bit more intensity defensively, especially for the RedHawks. Brackton's been amazing, his quick hands, and Levi's gotten off to a little bit better start there offensively, up to 12 points on the night.
It's going to be pressure there, and they're going to need to get it across half court. Up there to Farrell. Is nobody back there. He's going to have an easy bucket on a lay-in. One of the dangers of full court pressure is giving up the buckets on the back end.
Yep, whoever that was, whether that was Vincent or Dietzman, nice job keeping his head up, finding Farrell under the bucket for an easy layup.
That's going to be Wilson in the corner for three. It's going to be not good off the mark. Farrell fights for the rebound.
I like the shot. Nice pass by Diaz, finding the open man, just couldn't quite knock it home.
And that's a challenge just to get the ball entered to the wing. Everingham's going to go inside, swing around. He's going to jump shot from about 4 feet. It's off the mark. Rebound by Markham.
That looks like he learned that move from his dad.
Maybe older brothers. Yeah. I don't know. That's going to be Levi for three. Is good. Three-pointer by Levi Swatsky.
Up to 15 on the night for Levi. He's starting to feel it. I like it.
Inbounds is going to be Dietzman. Look back from behind. It's going to be over to Bell. Bell's looking. He's going to throw it back to Dietzman. Vincent up top. And we got a good game cooking here. Shorty.
Yep. Northwood did a nice job there, pulling it back, pulling it out, slowing the tempo back down.
Vincent inside is going to be up and good from 2-point range. Good move there.
Evan Timmons is back at the scorer's table, getting ready probably to check back in for Bryson here.
Going downhill is going to be on the head. And one by Klein.
Ref was getting into it. Did you see that little skip and a jump on the and one?
They live for those moments.
They do. That's the fourth Panther foul of the quarter.
You think they practice that at home?
I would.
I would too.
I mean, I think the best one to practice is probably your home plate strike
your
call.
Power, yeah.
Braxton to finish off the and one. Cut it to 3.
35-31. Klein makes it 35-32. It's going to be inbounded there to Everingham, back to Farrell, over to Vincent. He's got his work cut out for him against Klein.
Yep.
Really a lot of work there, getting over half court even.
Bentley Medina back in the game for the RedHawks along with Evan Tibbins, Carter Markham getting a quick breather.
Dietzman's got the ball on the right wing. Northwood up 2. Dietzman on the inside. He's going to go in and score for 2 points.
When the RedHawks bring in both Bryson and Bentley, Dietzman gets a lot more aggressive on that offensive end, this size.
Swatsky with the ball up top. He's going to shoot from 3 again. It's going to be off the mark. It's going to be rebounded by Timmons. It's going to be a foul on Bell. Boy, Goshen just attacks the offensive glass. There's a huge key to their success this year.
Yep, both Timmons and Markham are, I feel like they're just tireless underneath there.
That's going to be the 5th foul of the quarter, and we'll send Timmons to the line shooting 2. Timmons' first one is up and no good, just short. Markham's going to come in for Medina. Edwards for Farrell.
So RedHawks starters back out on the court.
3rd quarter, 39 seconds to go. John, I think this is a big stretch here for both teams.
Yep.
Just the last 40 seconds of the quarter here.
Starts with the make at this end. I'm assuming okay, hey!
The bank is open.
Awesome. I assume Northwood will probably try to hold for 1, but
Yes.
this pressure is going to make it tough.
Goshen's done a good job of speeding up the game here. Levi's on Vincent. Vincent's going to get it over. Everingham, dribble handoff. Nothing doing there. Edwards got the ball. 25 seconds to go. Dietzman with the ball. Vincent guarded by Swatsky. 19, 18 seconds to go. They only got 2 team fouls here. Got a couple to give. 12 seconds, 10 seconds to go. It's going to be dribbled over here. That's going to be Vincent looking inside. Nothing doing. 5 seconds. Edwards is going to drive in there. He's got Markham up in the air. It's going to be up and good by Edwards. Big bucket by Edwards there to end the quarter.
Yeah, it looked like they might not even get a shot, and then they got it to Edwards, and he made him pay.
Okay, let's set the stage here for the 4th quarter. Goshen has kind of increased pressure and tempo like good teams do, but Northwood is handling it okay. You know, they did have a couple turnovers there. Coach Wolf called a timeout there to settle his team down, but it's going to be an interesting 4th quarter.
Yep, RedHawks will still be down 6 going into that 4th quarter. They will continue the pressure. They want to speed this up. They want to speed up Northwood on offense, see if they can get some turnovers again. But thus far, Northwood's done a great job of keeping poised and finding easy buckets underneath.
We talk about the RedHawks being battle tested, and so you certainly would think that they have an advantage here. Senior-led team, they've been through the wars and the battles, and you got to think that their best quarter of the night is going to come in the 4th quarter.
You'd like to think so. This game feels similar to the RedHawks game at Warsaw last week. Trailed, found themselves in a hole, trailed, started to get some momentum, were able to close it in the 4th quarter. Weren't able to take advantage of it in overtime, but hopefully we get a similar 4th quarter out of the RedHawks tonight.
Northwood is a 3A school. Will compete in a 3A sectional. Goshen will go to the Elkhart sectional, competing in a 4A. A lot of good teams in that 3A
both
sectional.
sectionals, yeah.
Columbia City, Fairfield,
Might be the best. Fairfield's
Wawa
really good.
C, Northwood, and then over at Elkhart, obviously Goshen and Northridge, Warsaw.
Speaking of
Concord.
Fairfield, big game tonight at home against Westview. Lost to them last week. Heard it was 26-26 tie ball game at half.
Inside is Klein. Is going to get fouled there and 1.
Great start for the RedHawks there. Let's go, Braxton.
Set play coming out of the timeout there. They call that ATOs in the coaching business now.
ATO.
After timeouts
Yeah.
or beginning of quarter when you got a chance to kind of draw something up. Tom Izzo, one of the best in the business at the ATOs. And
I thought you were going to say Matt Painter.
I'm sure he's really good too, obviously. It's going to be off the mark and rebounded by Diaz there. Fought for. Goshen again getting on the offensive glass. Diaz looking to go downhill. It's Diaz in the corner is going to be off the mark.
Good job by Evan Timmons, working hard.
Man.
Tireless. You know what would be really helpful right now from your color guy, John? If he was keeping stats and could say, like, that's our 9th offensive rebound on the night.
John, let me fill you in on a little secret. Nobody at home's keeping stats, so just make them up.
Just say it. I think that was number 9 on the night for the RedHawks.
I like it. 9 offensive rebounds for the RedHawks on the night, according to Short. Swatsky coming off the double screen there. Going to be double teamed briefly by
Big
Vincent,
possession
and
here.
that's
Come on. Oh,
off the mark by Diaz there.
those are good
Rebounded.
looks. Those are good looks.
Very good looks by a very good shooter here. Klein going to get screened off. Oh boy, almost turned over there by Vincent. 39-35, 4-point game.
Woo!
I'll tell you what, Northwood is looking shaky at best. And that's going to be Edwards again on the inside. He's going to be driving and good.
These last two possessions, he's kind of saved the Panthers.
Absolutely made a huge layup at Wawasee to virtually win that game. Here comes Diaz on the inside, fighting on the inside, slithering it around. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound by Pearson. 6:44.
2 empty possessions for the RedHawks. They need a stop here.
Inside, it goes Vincent out to Edwards. Top of the key, reversed all the way over to Dietzman. Looking inside, Edwards can score inside too. He's going to try it. He's going to be up and good. His older brother was a very good all-conference player at Bethel College.
No kidding. 3 straight scores by Edwards.
That's going to be a
Providing
timeout.
spark.
Timeout by the RedHawks, 43-35. Couple big plays by Northwood Panthers. Colin Edwards.
Yeah. 3 possessions in a row. The closing one of the third quarter and the first 2 in the fourth quarter. Just kind of willed himself inside, aggressive, downhill, got to the hoop, and Goshen didn't have an answer.
It's so important when you start feeling the pressure. This is a normal NLC game where you kind of like feel like there's 2 teams that are kind of feeling themselves out. But when you sense there's pressure coming, you have to attack the basket. And you can see a couple players from Northwood that weren't really attacking the basket, having some turnovers, but there's one guy that is now attacking the basket and getting to the basket and making some huge points for Northwood. On the Goshen's end, they just can't quite get the shots to fall. It feels like they're doing all the right things.
I feel like we're playing aggressive. Our offense, we're getting some good shots. They just can't stay hot.
Defensively, they're putting the pressure on the ball. Offensively, they're getting good shots. Just can't get it to fall. 6:14 left in the fourth quarter in the game.
I think it was a good timeout by Coach Wolford. 6 minutes left. We find ourselves down 8. This is going to be a key 2 or 3 minute stretch for the RedHawks. See if we can shorten this lead.
It's going to be Swatsky, but here's another ATO. Let's see what he's got here. ATO. Here we go. After timeout, set play. It's going to be the same set play, but Vincent does a good job of getting that curl. He stepped up and got in front of that curl. Cut. Markham looking for Swatsky, top of the key. Ball screen there. It's going to be in. It's going to be nearly stolen. It is stolen there by Vincent. Looks like we got, for Northwood, the starters plus Edwards. Edwards looking, reverses the ball. It's going to be Dietzman there, looking to drive inside. It's going to be up and foul by Markham. Not sure about that call.
I think he got it clean up top, but I think there was some contact down below. I've noticed Levi's slipped 3 or 4 times down, having some shoe trouble, but not great.
Dietzman on the year at 78% from the line. He misses the first one. See how you make up those stats? Everybody at home is like, wow, that guy
that's
knows
really impressive, especially the opposing
Dietzman
team.
at the line at 62% on the year. Gets the second one is up and no good. Misses
Misses
both.
them both. That's big. Now let's see if the RedHawks can take advantage. I'd like to
Swatsky.
see Levi be aggressive here.
He did slip on that one. Still got it to go. He's looking at the official as if
Asking
he got
for, like,
fouled
what do
there.
we need here, guys?
Big bucket by Swatsky. Swatsky now with 19, I think. I have to look up a little later. That's going to be nearly turned over.
17 for Levi, yep.
Levi's got 17. Again, Edwards looking to drive. Goshen did a good job putting the pressure on the Panthers.
Northwood in
looking
no hurry.
inside. Edwards
Got
again
Edwards
on the
again.
inside is going to be up and fouled and one.
Guy's on fire. He's a machine right now. Goshen does not have an answer for him.
Those who have watched a little bit of the Panthers this year would know he's one of our best interior players, best post-up guys.
He's solid. He has good moves. If you'd make him 6'5", 6'6", he'd be.
His brother was about 6'4".
Was he?
is a 9-point lead here, 5 minutes to go. Swatsky with the ball, looking to get in the paint. That is going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Vincent, number 5, and Levi will go to the line to try to collect his 18th and 19th point. Is that correct?
Yep, that's where we need it. Let's go, Levi, get these, and let's get a stop on the other end, RedHawks. Time's becoming a factor. Oh.
First one is up and no good.
He missed it. Yeah, it's unusual for him.
Thanks to everybody for listening tonight. Up and no good. Second one, we got Dietzman.
Great hustle by Carter.
Markham with the offensive rebound. Swatsky for 3 is going to be no good. And there's Pearson with a big boy rebound.
Man, that's an empty trip.
Pearson's going to pick up his dribble, I hope. And going to look inside to Farrell. Farrell's got the ball inside. That's going to be a charge. Great play by Diaz. Baited him into that one, and that was a no-brainer, John.
Yep. You could tell he took 1 tap, took 2 taps, said, next one I'm going, and it happened. Great play by Ryan.
Okay, here we go.
That got the student section fired up. Let's see if they can use some of this momentum here.
It's going to be 9 points, 4:20 left in the game here. Up top to Swatsky. Swatsky's going to look inside. Good feed inside. It's going to be Pearson with the block.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a goaltending. I'm not sure who the goaltending was on. Somebody grabbed the net and Pearson slapped the backboard.
Yep.
I'm not sure what they called, but I think I agree with that call. Either
bucket
way.
Interference, but yep. It's interesting, the 2 refs that haven't blown their whistle
Full court
much.
press is going to
here we
be up to Pearson. Pearson's going to be inside. Out to Dietzman. Doesn't shoot the 3. And that's going to be Northwood pulling the ball back out. Edwards has got the ball.
4 minutes.
Reverse it over to Farrell. Farrell's got the ball. He's up top. He's going to hand it off to. It's a 7-point game here.
Northwood's going to be just fine eating some clock here. They're
yeah.
happy just doing this. Goshen's going to have to turn up the pressure.
That's going to be a foul on Klein.
On the reach around. He felt like he got all ball. They always do, John.
I know. That's
I thought he did too.
such a hard thing to do as an offensive player. You know a guy can back tip you like that.
Yep.
It just makes you want to look backwards when you're driving. That's going to be Farrell on the inside, up and no good. He's going to get his own rebound, up and good.
Great effort by Farrell there. Missed the bunny, but then worked hard, got it back, and put it up. The height for
Swatsky.
the Panthers is playing a role here.
For sure. Swatsky over to Klein. Klein's got the ball. He gets into the paint there. Swatsky for 3 is going to be up and good.
He needs to be looking for that more often, John.
Big 3 there. Now 3:14 left, 6-point game. That's going to be another foul by
It's going to be his
Braxton. Third foul here. You got to love the passion, but I would be a little careful directing that passion towards the official. You definitely don't want to get a technical foul here. You always allow the coach to kind of get on the official.
Yep.
The officials are okay with that for the most part. It's going to be Klein against Vincent, dribbling the ball up. That's a big foul.
Trapping here for the RedHawks.
Yep, and here comes Edwards again. He's going to throw it up. The Dietzman's not going to shoot it. It's going to be off the mark by Farrell again with the offensive rebound. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul.
I don't like that.
It's going to be a foul. I think it's a foul on Goshen.
I think it's a foul on Levi, but I thought 2 guys going for the
No, I
basketball.
think they called it on. I'm not sure who they called it on.
They called it on Levi coming in, but it's a tough one for the RedHawks.
You had Northwood kind of walking back. That nobody really knew who was on. Levi is not happy. A big call that goes against the Goshen
That's
RedHawks.
Goshen's 5th foul of the quarter.
That is going to send Farrell to the line. At one point, he was shooting 90% from the line. Okay, let's do a little recap here. The game's a little bit of a slow-moving game, but a good NLC battle. It's kind of what you expect when you come and play an NLC game.
Yep.
That it's going to be a hard-fought, physical basketball game. Battle-tested. That's Goshen. Northwood a little bit unproven in these moments.
But you know, Coach Wolf has a great game plan that's been played out here. They've kept their pace. They've limited those runs. They've limited the turnovers. Edwards has come up big here on a few possessions. And now Farrell's come up big the last couple possessions. So we'll see how he does here at the line.
Tell you what, you got to give Coach Wolf credit for the lineup change, taking Everingham out of the game, seriously, and putting Edwards into the game, who's made a major impact, and keeping Farrell in the game, too.
Yep. Yep.
That lineup seems to be working for Northwood, as Goshen is going to have their starters on the floor.
So the Panthers will be in the bonus the rest of the
Both
game.
teams.
Oh yeah, both
Both
teams.
teams.
Yep. And we have Farrell here, shooting 2.
Farrell, how about that? He makes the first one. How about the change from a 1-and-1 to 2 shots in high school basketball? I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
You know, it really takes the pressure off of you because you automatically get 2
Yeah.
shots. And Farrell is going to shoot the second one. It's going to be up and good. There's going to be an 8-point lead with 2:53 remaining.
Couple big possessions here over the next minute and a half.
It's going to be Swatsky looking inside. It's going to
Shoot
dump
the ball,
it off.
Levi.
It's going to be saved by, in the inside, it's going to be a foul, and it's going to send Timmons to the line. Levi trying to find Markham when he had the shot maybe right in front of the basket there. Good save by Markham.
Unselfish player, always looking to find his teammates, but crunch time, I like it coming out of Levi's hands up at the hoop.
Yep, me too. It's going to be Timmons up and good. Makes the big free throw there. I think Markham can fix his knee pads without bending over. His arms are so long. It's awesome.
He pulled up a sock a second ago, straight standing up.
Second one's going to be up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by
Goshen's leaving quite a few points there at the line.
Pearson. Inside, it's going to be look. It's going to be Pearson there with the ball. Hand off to, that's going to be set play. It's going to be trap here. And we got to get the ball. It's going to be, ooh, that was close. Goshen is trapping the first pass. I believe
they have to turn up the pressure on defense.
They call that 52, if I remember from my coaching days.
Okay.
52, so if you see 5-2 pop up there, that's probably what they're going to. Again, tip from behind, back
Grab
tip
the ball,
there.
Carter.
It's going to be jump ball, and that's going to remain Northwood basketball. Let's talk about this really quick. I know we probably don't have time to go into full detail, but I'll tell you what, 10 kids out there, they're all great kids.
Yeah, they're all great
good
kids.
Students, good representatives of their school.
I was going to say representing their both great schools. It's just fun to see. Great Friday night.
And they're competing hard. Scores 50-43, 2:18 left in the game. It's going to be inbounded there. 5-second call turnover. Looks like a lot was going on there. Goshen gets the turnover they need. 2:18 left in the game.
Here we go. Big possession for the RedHawks, down 7. Klein at the top of the key with the ball.
Who's going to make the big play for the RedHawks? It's going to be Klein looking inside. It's going to be Levi from 15 feet. Good. Inbounds to Edwards. It is a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go. And it's going to be Edwards with the ball off to Vincent. It's going to be nearly a foul. Vincent's got the ball. He's going to look inside, driving in. It's going to be
unbelievable.
Barely curled in.
Woo!
Levi for 3 is going to be off the mark, rebounded by Pearson. Pearson's going to pick it up, get it back to Vincent. Vincent's got the ball. Minute 30 left. Now we're in major crunch time here.
At some point, the RedHawks will need to start fouling. I'm kind of surprised they haven't yet.
It's going to be, they are at 5 fouls. The next foul will put Northwood in the double bonus. A minute 15 here. And that's going to be nearly a foul there on the drive. Inside, it's going to be travel.
Well, I felt like that was a little bit unnecessary by Northwood there. Just keep moving the ball on the outside.
Goshen is going to take a 30-second timeout. If you watch the scorer's bench, usually they tell each team how many timeouts they got left. Let's see, I don't know who's got how many timeouts left, or you can look on the scoreboard and see TOL, timeouts left. But I don't know if that's on the Goshen scoreboard there, but see there, he's got 2 timeouts and
Okay.
1. See what?
Coach, that's official scorekeeper Brett Weddle.
He just
Played-
went 2 timeouts for Northwood, 1 for Goshen.
All right.
Goshen down to 1 timeout. That definitely could play a factor in the game. Goshen down 7, calls timeout. They have the ball, 1:10 to go. Here, I will remind you what I mentioned to you in the pregame. Northwood on at least 2, I think 3 different occasions has had a 7-point lead with 1 minute to go and lost.
Well, let's keep that streak happening. But that's going to require Goshen doing some things
And they're
offensively.
fully capable here. They got some real clutch players. Here's the after timeout. It's going to be Klein off the double ball screen here, looking there. Diaz from the corner 3 off the mark, and Pearson's
not
going to
fall-
get the rebound. It's
Uh-oh.
1-on-0. He's got nothing in front of him. He's going to go up for the layup and blow it. Missed the layup. It's going to be kicked out to Diaz. Klein's got the ball in transition. He's going to pull up from 3. Good!
Big possession there. Missed layup at one end. Klein three-pointer at this end.
Goshen's trapping here. It's going to be
And travel.
Travel.
On the Panthers. We got a 4-point game in RedHawks ball, Johnny.
Yep. Here we go. 42 seconds to go. Big 3 by Klein. And it's going to be inbound the ball here. It's going to be looking. When we try to inbound the ball up to Levi. Levi gets the ball. Both teams in the 2-shot foul. Levi's going to drive in. Diaz, nothing doing there. Be tipped away. It's going to be blocked there, short, and it's going to be Markham with the rebound. Diaz with the 3. No good again. Rebound by Markham again. And it's going to be a timeout at 25 seconds to go.
Boy, Ryan had a really good look there, John.
Golly.
So to set the stage, RedHawks down 4, 25 seconds left. RedHawk ball. They're going to try to, I would assume, try to get a quick 2 or 3 here.
One thing that you have to think about that I would be talking about if I was the Northwood coach is the fact that Goshen has 0 timeouts left.
0 timeouts, yep.
So if they make a basket here, I would instruct my guy, whoever is taking the ball out of bounds, is to calmly grab the basketball, step out of bounds, and do not inbound it. Take 2 or 3 seconds. I will call the timeout. What I would do is watch the official. 1, 2, 3, not 4. Call a timeout myself. And that would take about 5 seconds off the clock and allow us to set up
That's
our
the coaching
inbound play.
insight there, Johnny.
Sorry, I kind of went off
I
there.
love that, but that's so true.
So you got
true.
to play the. If you think it's going to take them maybe 3, 4, 5 seconds to score at best,
Yeah, then
then
another
you can
3 or
take
4.
another 4 or 5 seconds. You can get the game down to about 12 seconds in your favor.
Yep.
What you don't want to do is have one of the players take it out of bounds and be a
go
little
too
rattled
fast.
and,
Yep.
and throw it to somebody else.
So here we
So
go.
let's see who takes the ball out if Goshen scores. This is going to be underneath out of bounds. The other thing is fouling in this situation. You want to make the team beat you. Goshen, who are they going to go to, Short?
I would think they go to Levi or Braxton, but we'll see.
Side out of
Diaz
bounds.
taking it out. Yep.
It's going to be in bounds to Klein. Klein's looking at top of the key. He's going to go inside. He's going to force it up. It's going to be up and no good. Tipped out. It's going to be rebounded by Vincent. Vincent's going to be fouled with 16 seconds to go.
Really good, strong take by Braxton. Just couldn't quite get it to go down. Two big free throws here for the Northwood senior.
Vincent to the line, 16 seconds to go. First one is going to be up and no good. It's a 4-point game. It's 2 possessions here, 16.1 seconds to go. Northwood has 2 timeouts. Vincent at the line with a chance to put Northwood up 5. That one is going to be good, and it's going to be 16 seconds. Goshen has to score quickly. Levi up the floor. He's going to look to drive into the basket, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to send him to the line.
With 11 seconds left.
11 seconds to go.
Looked pretty, it could have been called a jump ball there too, but we'll go to the line. We'll hopefully make 2 here.
I like the call. I thought it was a good call here. He's going to put Swatsky to the line. The one thing that does do, John, when you foul is it stops the clock.
Oh.
Swatsky misses the first
Well, I
one.
mean, when Goshen watches this game film free throws, just overall shooting, our 3-point. That's the things that they can.
That is a big deal
work
because
on. But
he might try to miss on purpose here.
It's still going to be a 2-possession game now.
That's in 2-possession game. It's going to be inbounded quickly to Edwards. Edwards quickly up the floor is going to be fouled. And the guy that's been the hero for Northwood, Edwards, gets a chance to
really lock it up. It's still a 4-point game.
Without a timeout.
Yeah.
And I would think if I was Coach Wolf, I might use one of those timeouts right now to really explain about taking the ball out of bounds. Edwards is going to have the free throw is going to be up and good. How many points does he have? 16?
Either 15 or 16.
That's a career high for him by far. Edwards' second one is going to be up and good. Levi's got the ball. It's going to be 8 seconds here. He's going to launch a three from the volleyball line. It's going to be up and no good. And
that's going to do it here.
Is going to take this game 1.2 on the road. Northwood is going to be able to celebrate here. And what a
big win for the Panthers. They came in, they were poised. They had a great game plan. They executed on it. And Goshen, just never got kind of into that flow, never started clicking. It's kind of the way they've looked for the past 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, it almost kind of feels like you could see this one coming.
Yep.
From a little ways away. You even mentioned it when I talked about broadcasting the game. Like I haven't been playing at full strength, but I will mention too that it's not about how you're playing right now.
No.
Certainly hurts Goshen's odds of winning the NLC, but not a big loss in terms of their big season, the big picture on the season here. So it's going to be Northwood taking the win, 57-49. Any final thoughts, John?
No, just a great game plan by the Panthers, great execution. They had a couple what I would call role players really step up there in the second half, and we're the better team.
Tonight, that certainly is the case. Goshen's got a fine team. We certainly appreciate everybody listening on the radio. If you are listening, such great kids with the Goshen basketball team. They're playing their hearts out. People are coming to watch. What an exciting season they put together. They dropped a couple games, and it'll be a good time.
This will be the right time to do it. With those seniors, with Braxton and Levi, they're going to be on the mend and bounce back. I'm excited to watch them for the rest of the
Come out and watch these RedHawks.
Yes.
They're fun to watch. They're great kids. They're talented. They're good. I know they dropped one last week and then again tonight, but they're going to need everybody's support moving forward, and good things will be happening for the RedHawks as they move closer to postseason play. So, John, thanks for doing the broadcast, buddy. That was awesome. I appreciate it. I had fun. I wish we would have came out on top here, but either way, tonight's final score 57-48, I believe. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll catch you another time. You're listening to Red Hawk Basketball on GTV, Red Hawk Network.